Good morning. It is Friday, July 18th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Kyle Mountsier. We got a lot of energy on Friday. It's been a bit of a squirrely week, but we're going to get it to the ground. Today we're talking about Rivian, Ford, and ChatGPT. Kind of three topics that come up once or twice around here.
They've been in the news just a wee bitsy. Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bitsy. I like that.
Just a bitsy.
Friday.
Friday.
I know. Friday.
Yes, Friday.
It's a weird Friday in the Daly household because our oldest and Miles, who a lot of people know who work here, he's going to Europe. He's going to Scotland.
Yeah.
He's leaving
That's
today.
a whole thing.
So his mom is like, he's true to form. True to form. I was like, all right, how are you going to make phone calls when you're over? I'm going to download this SIM card thing. What do you ask everybody else? They said just use Wi-Fi. I was like, no. It's like, so like, of course, we pull up ChatGPT. It tells us how to activate it on Verizon. It's $12.
International on Verizon,
It's
5 gigabytes a day, $12 a day.
$12 a day. And he's like, oh, you don't have to spend that. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, your mom needs to be able to get a hold of you anytime, anywhere.
That's exactly right. It is so worth it when you're traveling to just do that international plan. By the way, you should switch to Xfinity if you can, because it's only $5 a day.
I can't.
And they just
We don't have
upgraded the
Xfinity up
gigs.
here.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, is that like your home internet and everything too?
Yeah, they just went from 1 gigabyte to 5 gigabytes a day.
Yeah.
Which is like if you're using 5 gigs a day in data, I don't know what you're doing.
Then you're not paying attention to the fact that you're in Europe.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Right. You're missing the whole point. All right.
You're missing the whole point.
We have some new content that just dropped, a new
Let's get into it.
Auto Collabs episode, how to be your own CDP with Nick Askew. Look, smartest guy we know, or one of the smartest guys we know. You can get it by going to Auto Collabs. This is a great weekend listen, in my opinion. It'll keep you going. Yeah. It'll broaden your horizons for sure. And I think he would have a thing or two to say about our third story today. But we also have a webinar coming up next week. Actually, it's a few weeks from now, August 6th, with our friends at Car RX, driving loyalty with data. Super important. How do you make sure you're getting your customers, staying in front of your service customers at the right times, giving them the right information? Just go to asodu.com. You can register right toward the top of the page. All right, let's get into some news. Rivian is plugging into Atlanta as it sets the stage for its next major manufacturing move. The EV maker is launching an East Coast.
Uh-oh. Paul, you went on mute. I'm not sure how that happened. Just mid-sentence. That was the wildest thing.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Where was
plugging into Atlanta?
Oh, no way. As it sets the stage for
its
next major manufacturing move, the EV maker is launching an East Coast headquarters to support the second plant, with big plans to expand. The Atlanta office opens late 2025, expands in 2026 to support the nearby Georgia plant. The initial staff of 100 will grow to 500, and the new $6 billion factory in Stanton Springs, which is like, I think it's the east side of Atlanta, maybe, is to begin vertical construction in 2026, which will produce the R2 and R3 models starting in 2028. 16 million square feet, employing 7,500 human beings, not GPTs, human beings. CEO RJ Scaringe says, quote, Atlanta embodies so much that makes Georgia great: top talent, exceptional creativity, and a desire to always be moving forward.
Look, RJ Scaringe, that brother, he's coming for him. One, he's having these, he's got all the comments about the franchise model. Two, he's coming in, just bringing plants to the U.S.
Yeah, well, everyone's following this.
And
model,
he's manufacturing
right?
here when everyone else is trying to get offshore. It's unbelievable.
I know.
I don't even know what to say other than like, bring the jobs, bring the plants, bring the cars, and like, and make a case that your dealership works really well for consumers by being better than everybody else, and see if you can sell some of them.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
My last thing is like, I bet you could sell them through a dealer network.
I bet you could sell them real fast.
Yeah.
I bet we know a couple dealers that would love to sell them things.
Absolutely. But we'd love to come visit. So,
we would love to do that.
Yeah. Give us a bite. Speaking of loving to do things, seems like lately Ford dealers love to give away F-150s to people who have done
Ford
amazing
sending
things.
money to Texas. Ford dealers giving cars away. Go for it.
What was the F-150 that was given away last week?
In Pennsylvania to the guy that was stuck in Russia.
That's right. He got home. They're like, here's a new truck. Well, some heroes don't wear capes. They drive F-150s. When Richard Pryor saw a man pulling a weapon outside the Cross Point Church during vacation Bible school, he didn't freeze. He floored it. The deacon used his truck to stop what could have been a very tragic day in Wayne, Michigan. Though he saved countless lives, unfortunately, his truck didn't survive the incident after taking a round and crashing. So basically, he started driving toward the suspect. They shot at the truck. They killed it one shot, basically, the truck. So when Demmer Ford heard that what he had done, they basically handed him keys to a brand new 2025 F-150 as a gesture of appreciation for his courage and quick action. Here's a quote. It says, "We may not all have Richard's bravery, but all of us has the power to do something that matters."
That's right. Hey, look, here's the thing. One, just kudos to my man, Richard Pryor. Two, what a name for this story.
Like
three, I'm just like, dealers just know what's up, right? They just know what's up, celebrating people in the way that we can celebrate them. I love how Liza Borges always talks about like solving mobility problems. Doesn't matter how we're solving them. Doesn't matter who we're solving them for. You might be selling a car. You might be giving away a car to a family in need, to a person that did something great. The connection of auto to life's moments is so deep, and continually integrating that. Look, we're just seeing it. We can't stop the stories. They happen every week.
And if you didn't know, that story was in actually this morning's email. We have a daily email that has some updates, as industry news, all those things, but we always try to include as much of this as we can to constantly remind you that this industry is in every corner and has the power to cultivate culture across the country. Bam. All right. Speaking, I don't know if this is cultivating. I don't know what we're going to call this one.
I don't know what to call this one.
Let's just
outside of amazing. OpenAI has launched a game-changing upgrade to ChatGPT, giving it its own virtual computer. The move turns AI into a fully fledged assistant that can execute complex tasks start to finish without skipping a beat. The agent, now going to be available, it's getting rolled out slowly in the GPT interface, can handle real world, like analyzing competitors, booking travel, updating spreadsheets, all from a single prompt. It blends the strengths of previous tools like Operator and Deep Research into one powerful task completing system. It can click, scroll, code, summarize, even log into your Gmail or GitHub with permissions, obviously, and grab the info it needs. It shows it beats human level accuracy across investment banking, data science, and spreadsheet modeling tasks.
Jeez.
Excuse me. You're always in control, says OpenAI. You can take over the browser, pause tasks, or get real-time progress summary. Starting today, the 17th, 18th, it should be available to Pro, Plus, and Team subscribers. Just toggle to agent mode, and the tools drop down during any chat. We don't have it yet, but hopefully we'll get it sometime today.
We were checking hard this morning
to send it.
Yes. Like, okay, this is one of those things. If you go through and watch some of the videos, you click through the link in the article, you realize the potential power that this has. The spreadsheets one, which I looked at because I hate spreadsheets and making them and having to use them. So I was like, this is great. I can now make spreadsheets and impress Kyle and the rest of the team without them knowing I use GPT. They would know. The second I put but basically the guy who's the head of spreadsheet stuff at ChatGPT had this video where he's like, look, I can compile. I want to find research from the city of San Francisco's budget and break it down. And he's like, so I do this, and I usually shut my laptop, and then sometimes I'll go get coffee or go for a walk, which is total BS, right? No way. He's like, oh, let me shut. I'm doing my work for today. That kind of person's working hard.
No,
and then it compiles the numbers. It searches PDFs. It finds the websites. It puts them into a neatly organized spreadsheet as he instructed it to do. He said at the end, he said, it's like 98% of this information is correct, right? He's like, and Nathan just commented in the title. It's a great job title, head of spreadsheets. That sounds like a terrible job title.
Sounds awful.
And then I woke up, I woke up sweating.
And then I woke up sweating.
And so like without a doubt, like this starting to get into the application in the auto industry or anyone who's an entrepreneur in this business, if we don't learn how to leverage these things sooner, we're going to be left behind. Full stop.
When you are leveraging data that's already at hand and closed loop data, things that you can actually find and search and filter from, like data is the best thing that, intense reasoning or, you know, bringing in like thoughtfulness or things like that are complex and actually very, very hard because it takes a lot of like relevance and cultural understanding, worldview, all that. But when it's like A plus B equals C, any type of operation that has mathematics or data conversion involved, these AI models are getting absolutely insane. And so even a thing like building a pro forma or thinking about financial modeling, understanding how adding or removing employees or things like that might impact your business, this is going to be lightning in a bottle for any business operator.
I think the competitive analysis thing that you just brought up is huge, because say you're thinking about, like, I'm thinking of our tech partners, building a product, launching a product. You can say, create me a competitive analysis of a new product that I want to offer that does X, Y, and Z. Here are some of my competitors, but make sure you look for other ones. Here, you get their pricing model. If you have their pricing model, here are their pricing models. Here's their estimated customer size. Build a competitive model based on my company's data, and draft a pro forma that I can use as a guiding light to form budgets, talk to investors, and prove viability. Boom.
Print that.
There you go. You spend 60 seconds doing that. And then you go away and have a coffee like this ChatGPT guy. You come back.
Just have a coffee or run through the service department and say hi to everyone. That's a better option.
If you're at a dealership,
you know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt. Oh, Caleb, our boy Caleb. Caleb, we saw what you did at the Primetime logo, by the way.
That was so dope.
It looked amazing with Nathaniel Greklick and Brian Ortega, who loves spreadsheets, he says. AI keeps getting better day by day, and we're getting hints of what the future will look like. Yes.
Silly.
Me having to interact with spreadsheets even less. I'm excited about.
Get on it.
Listen, we hope you have an amazing Friday. Get out there, take care of the people around you. This industry is full of them, full of opportunities, especially when your head and your heart are looking for them. So go take care of that stuff and make sure you let us know what you do, and we'll talk about it here on this show. Yep.